Every January 31st, we celebrate International Zebra Day, a day dedicated to shining a spotlight on one of Africa's most iconic and beloved animals, the zebra. This special day is not just about appreciating their beauty, but about recognizing their importance in the wild and the challenges they face in today's world. Zebras are facing urgent threats, from habitat loss and poaching to climate change and human encroachment. Their numbers are declining, and some species are now endangered, making it more important than ever to protect them. International Zebra Day brings together conservationists, zoos, wildlife organizations, and animal lovers from all corners of the globe. It's a day when people unite to raise awareness about the threats zebras face and to share knowledge about how we can help. The day is about more than just admiring their striking black and white stripes. It's about understanding the real struggle zebras endure for survival as their habitats shrink and dangers increase in a rapidly changing world. International Zebra Day is a powerful call to action. It encourages us all to learn more, to share what we know, and to support the vital efforts that keep zebras roaming free in the wild. Activities on this day are as diverse as the people who participate. Schools and classrooms host educational programs, teaching children about zebras' role in the ecosystem and why their survival matters. Communities organize fundraising events, from bake sales to charity runs, all aimed at supporting conservation projects that make a real difference for zebras in the wild. Families and individuals of all ages can get involved, making the cause accessible and meaningful for everyone, whether it's through hands-on activities or simply spreading the word. By dedicating a day to zebras, we amplify their plight and inspire global action. Social media campaigns, art projects, and community events help spread the message far and wide, reaching people who might not otherwise know about the zebra's struggle. The fate of zebras is deeply connected to the health of their ecosystems. Protecting zebras means safeguarding the grasslands and savannas they call home, which in turn supports countless other species, including humans. International Zebra Day stands as a beacon of hope, reminding us of what's possible when people come together for a common cause. It's a celebration of teamwork, compassion, and the power of collective action. Let's use this day not just as a moment of awareness, but as a spark for year-round commitment. By working together, we can ensure that zebras remain a living symbol of Africa's wild beauty for generations to come. International Zebra Day didn't begin with a single founder or a grand proclamation. Instead, it grew from the efforts of conservation groups like the Smithsonian's National Zoo and the Convention on Migratory Species. Their goal to create a global platform for zebra conservation, especially for the endangered Grevy's zebra. By rallying zoos, educators, and wildlife charities around a single date, they sparked a worldwide movement. The day's collaborative spirit is its strength, uniting people and organizations for a common cause. As zebra numbers declined due to habitat loss and poaching, awareness became the first step toward change. International Zebra Day is a grassroots movement, built by many, to secure a future for zebras. It's a testament to the power of collective action in conservation. Zebras face a web of threats, with habitat loss at the forefront. Expanding agriculture and infrastructure carve up their grasslands, blocking migration routes and shrinking their world. Competition with livestock for food and water pushes zebras to the margins, often leaving them vulnerable. Poaching for skins and meat, though less publicized than ivory or rhino horn, still takes a toll, especially on rare species like the Grevy's zebra. Climate change intensifies every threat, bringing harsher droughts and further degrading their habitats. For zebras, survival depends on open landscapes, healthy grasslands, and safe migration corridors. Each threat is interconnected, making conservation a complex challenge. Without urgent action, the future of zebras grows increasingly uncertain. When you picture a zebra, you might imagine a single iconic animal with black and white stripes. But did you know that not all zebras are the same? In fact, there are 3 distinct species, each with their own unique appearance, behaviors, and conservation challenges. Let's take a closer look at what sets them apart, and why each one matters. First, meet the plains zebra. This is the most common and widespread species, easily recognized by its broad, bold stripes that wrap all the way around its body. Plains zebras are highly social, forming large herds that roam the vast grasslands and savannas of eastern and southern Africa. Their numbers are still strong, but they face growing threats from habitat loss and competition with livestock. Next is the mountain zebra, a smaller and more agile species perfectly adapted to life in rugged, rocky terrain. You can spot them by their white bellies and the distinctive dewlap, a fold of skin hanging from their throats. Mountain zebras live in small, tight-knit groups and are found in isolated mountain ranges, where they climb steep slopes with ease. Not long ago, mountain zebras were on the brink of extinction, their numbers dropping dangerously low due to hunting and habitat loss. Thanks to dedicated conservation efforts, their populations have started to recover, but they remain vulnerable and need ongoing protection to ensure their survival. The third species is the Grevy's zebra, which stands out with its narrow, closely spaced stripes and large, rounded ears. Grevy's zebras are the largest of all zebra species and are specially adapted to survive in the dry, arid scrublands of Kenya and Ethiopia. Unlike the other zebras, they tend to live in smaller groups and travel long distances in search of water. Sadly, Grevy's zebras are now the most endangered of all, with only a few thousand left in the wild. Their numbers have plummeted due to habitat loss, competition for water, and poaching. Every individual counts, and urgent action is needed to prevent their extinction. Each zebra species faces its own unique set of challenges, which means that conservation strategies must be tailored to their specific needs. Plains zebras require vast, connected landscapes to support their large herds and seasonal migrations. Mountain zebras depend on protected mountain habitats, where they can find safety from predators and human encroachment. And Grevy's zebras demand urgent, intensive action, like anti-poaching patrols, water management, and community involvement, to halt their decline. Understanding the differences between these three species is absolutely essential for effective conservation. Each one plays a unique role in its ecosystem, and losing even one would be a tragedy for biodiversity. That's why International Zebra Day is so important. It shines a spotlight on all three species, raising awareness and support for their protection, with special attention given to the critically endangered Grevy's zebra. The future of zebras depends on our awareness, our actions, and our commitment to targeted conservation efforts. Together, we can help ensure that all three species continue to roam the wild for generations to come. The story of the quagga, a unique, partially striped zebra, reminds us what's at stake when we lose a species forever. The quagga, with its striking pattern of stripes fading into a plain brown back, was once a familiar sight across the grasslands of South Africa. Its unusual appearance set it apart from other zebras, making it a symbol of the region's natural diversity and beauty. Once abundant in South Africa, the quagga was hunted relentlessly in the late 1800s for its meat and skins, and to clear land for livestock. As settlers expanded their farms, the quagga's habitat shrank, and competition with domesticated animals grew fierce. The pressures of hunting and habitat loss proved too much for this gentle grazer. Its last member died in captivity, alone and unnoticed, in an Amsterdam zoo in 1883. By the time people realized the quagga was gone, it was already too late. No one had acted in time to save it. The quagga's extinction was entirely human-driven, a stark warning of how quickly a species can vanish when we ignore the warning signs. It's a sobering example of the irreversible consequences of our actions. Today, the quagga's fate haunts conservationists and animal lovers alike, urging us not to repeat history. Its story is a call to action, reminding us that extinction is permanent and that every species lost is a piece of our world gone forever. The decline of the Grevy's zebra and the threats facing other zebra species echo the quagga's story. Habitat loss, poaching, and human encroachment continue to put these magnificent animals at risk. Remembering the quagga on International Zebra Day reinforces the urgency of our mission. It's a day to reflect on what's been lost, and to renew our commitment to protecting the zebras that remain. The lesson is clear: abundance can disappear overnight without action. What seems plentiful today can vanish tomorrow if we don't act decisively. Let's ensure the remaining zebra species don't share the quagga's fate. We have the knowledge and the power to make a difference, but only if we choose to act. Their future is in our hands. By protecting zebras today, we honor the memory of the quagga and safeguard the wonders of the wild for generations to come. On January 31st, zebra celebrations ripple across the globe. Zoos and wildlife parks host special events, keeper talks, behind-the-scenes tours, and feeding demonstrations to connect people with zebras. Schools join in with creative lessons, art projects, and storytelling, making conservation fun and memorable for kids. Social media explodes with zebra facts, photos, and art, spreading awareness far and wide. Fundraising campaigns support anti-poaching patrols, habitat restoration, and community projects in Africa. Every activity, from baking striped cakes to sharing photos, helps build a global community for zebra conservation. By turning admiration into action, we make a real difference for zebras in the wild. International Zebra Day transforms concern into impact. The future of zebra conservation is innovative and community-driven. GPS collars and drones now track zebra movements, revealing migration routes and alerting rangers to threats. Community-based conservation empowers local people as wildlife stewards, creating jobs and sustainable livelihoods. When communities benefit from healthy zebra populations, they become passionate protectors. Policy advocacy is crucial. Stronger laws, better land use planning, and government support are needed. Special focus is on the Grevy's zebra, with targeted interventions like habitat restoration and drought relief. The path forward blends technology, local leadership, and political will. Only by combining these efforts can we secure a future for all zebra species. Zebra survival depends on both local guardians and global supporters. In Africa, community rangers and zebra ambassadors monitor herds, resolve conflicts, and educate neighbors. Conservation brings real benefits. Tourism revenue funds schools, clinics, and clean water, turning zebras into valued assets. Globally, everyone can help choose sustainable products, support ethical tourism, and back conservation organizations. Sharing information, signing petitions, and donating all contribute to the cause. Social media amplifies the message, building a worldwide movement for zebras. It's the partnership between local action and global support that creates lasting change. Together, we can secure a future for zebras. The challenges facing zebras are daunting, but hope endures in collective action. Every person can play a part by learning, sharing, and supporting conservation. Small actions multiplied create powerful change. Imagine a future where all three zebra species thrive, migrations continue, and extinction is averted. This vision is possible with innovation, community leadership, and political will. On International Zebra Day, let's see zebra stripes as symbols of resilience and hope. Let's honor the lost quagga by protecting its living cousins. The future of zebras is written by our choices today. Together, we can ensure their stripes grace Africa's plains for generations to come.